Well, welcome back to Doc's Hot Shop and Forge. So today we're going to finish the axe up a bit. I don't know if we'll actually get a handle on it, but we are going to grind it and get it heat treated. So we've got a fairly thick piece of steel in the middle. It is W1, so it's an antique file, so it should be W1 or something very close to that. So it's all about grinding and getting things to line up, and then we'll get it hot, touch mark it, and quench it in some oil. I'm going with oil because I don't want the edge super hard. Being a water hardening steel, if I were to quench it in water, I'd get it glass hard, and then I'd have to temper it back quite a ways. Whereas if I quench in oil, I'm not going to be super hard, and tempering it to 250 degrees Celsius mark, 420 I think it is Fahrenheit, should get me a reasonably tough edge that should resist spalling quite nicely. So let's get the wire wheel on the grinder and get some of the scale off, and then we'll go to the belt grinder. Let's have some fun, eh? Still a bit high up here. That's pretty good. We'll refine that on the belt grinder. Getting a bit warm. So I'm planning on leaving the pole as it is, so I'm just going to lightly work these surfaces and start getting the bevel in. Just really taking the scale off, because it kills the belts. Just a smidge hot. And these gloves have got holes in them. Now, interestingly, this sparks like it's a medium carbon steel, which is really, really odd because it should be mild steel. I bought this as mild steel, so. So, we've done the rough grinding on the belt, put the edge down roughly where we need it. Now it's time to get rid of all of these coarse scratches. This thing is getting hot, hot, hot. Now we'll do the back and the front right through, so we minimise the amount of grit changes because the jaw. Okay. So that's it, we're ready to heat treat. What we're going to do is get the whole thing nice and hot, give it a normalizing cycle or two, and then just get that 30-40 meters, so inch and a half of the edge to critical heat, and then we'll quench in some oil. Now I'm going to find a Scotch Brite wheel that I've got and put it on the grinder and quickly blend out as much as I can, and then we'll be ready to light the forge. Well, that's the end of the axe project, bar hanging it on a handle, which I've got a piece of Tasmanian hardwood for. I don't know what it is species wise. This is what used to be marketed as Tasmanian oak by Bunnings and now has been relabeled as Tasmanian hardwood. So could be anything, to be honest. The axe has come out really nice. Really quite like that. Now, for interest's sake, I left the teeth on the file when I forged it, and because this is the thick edge, the teeth here weren't struck with a hammer to draw down to make it triangular. So you've got in this weld line, you can actually see the teeth, which is kind of cool. So I will bring it up to a near edge and then I'll hang it. This is the 1/8 axe that I've actually serial numbered. It's, I don't know, I've lost count of the number of axes I've actually made. But this is the 8th one that I've actually stuck a number on. So, next video is probably going to be something different. I may touch on and do some pictures of the finished axe in that video, but I won't cover hanging it on a handle. So that's where I'm going to leave off. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, feel free to share on social media, and if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. When you do, don't forget, ring the notification bell. So get out to your shop, have some fun, experiment a little. This style of axe with this profile is something that I'm working on at the moment. I'm looking at getting some wider and thicker starting stock to try and upsize it a little bit. I'd like to get these over 1 kilo, so over 2.5 pounds. So they're an actual axe, not just a hatchet. But I'm getting the proportions of the set-ins and all that dialed in at the moment. So I've nearly got it to a point where I'm happy to start making a template for this particular style. Anyway, I digress. So when you get out to your shop, do stay safe, and I'll catch you for the next one.